With all the challenges of community association living and the heavy responsibility you have of budgeting and guiding your association forward, wouldn't it be great to have a high-tech gadget that takes out all the guesswork? Just like flight simulator software, our uPlanIt online reserve calculator allows you to test all your reserve budget ideas and see the results, all before any of your decisions affect your association or the homeowners. We're here to help you lead well, choose well, and reach an improved future. So check out uPlanIt, our online reserve calculator tool. Your choices matter because they create the future of your association.
To those of you who've heard some of our other webinars and heard us say it's a good idea to update your reserve study annually, that 35% is a fantastic number. If you want to drop your special assessment risk, just stay on track by updating your reserve study regularly. That's just a fantastic thing. As we talk about new things and advanced concepts, I want to make sure you've caught up with what we released in 2020 to help you with your budgeting overall. Historically, you received depending on how far you go back, and the majority of you have been in the industry 6 years or more, based on our original survey. Historically, you received your reserve study as a printed document or a PDF. And since 2020, we've also made it a live computational tool. Getting the finished reserve study is no longer the end of what we do for you. Now you can actually go in, get your fingers in it, and test changes to projects on your component list, either the cost or the timing of the project, or you can change your starting reserve balance, or you can see what happens if you fund reserves at a rate less than we recommend, or you can see how your funding needs drop if you increase the amount of interest that you're getting on your reserve funds on deposit. It's kind of like having a flight simulator software for your reserve study. And I think you heard Coley mention it. We call it uPlanIt. It's an online tool. You find it right next to where you find your completed reserve study from Association Reserves once you log in to our client center. And with uPlanIt, you can test all your ideas and see for yourself what happens. No more wondering. No more guessing, and you can print out different charts and tables to use as you're discussing the budget planning with others on the budget committee or association leadership. And it's all done without changing the underlying reserve study. It's just a powerful online calculator that allows you to take local ownership of your reserve study and see what happens if or when you don't do exactly what's laid out in the reserve study. And of course, the good news for our audience is that access to uPlanIt is free with every association reserves full with site visit and no site visit reserve study. And for all other associations that want to gain access to this, it's fully computational with National Reserve Study Standard tables and computations. A subscription is just available for $149 a year. And we want you to make informed budget decisions. We want you to take ownership of what you're doing at your association. Running a successful community association, as I led off at the beginning, is hard enough. So we're here to help. uPlanIt is here to help. And we want you to be able to design a plan that works well for your association, getting you successfully to the future and not crashing and burning, being surprised. So let me draw this presentation to a close by making sure you know where to go for more information. First, like I introduced at the beginning of our webinar, we have a deep library of recorded webinars on our website, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel to see all the new programs that we release. And second, remember to fill out the end of session survey. Everyone who does that will get an email with a link to the recording and answers to all the questions from today's program that we didn't have a chance to answer while we're live here online. So I have a lot of homework to do before it's released next Wednesday. And of course, there are trade organizations with luncheons and programs pretty much everywhere in the country where you can learn from speakers and others in the audience, helping you avoid mistakes and reinventing the wheel. And that includes your manager. Someone at the management company, perhaps dealing with other associations, might know the answer to your question. They're a great resource. And finally, if you like this program and would like us to do some in-house training for your multi-site management company, by all means, send us an email. We're in the business of helping you have success. And so if you could use some training so your staff can be sharp, effective, represent your brand name well, and wants to be time efficient in discussing budget things or developing budgets for their associations, just let us know and we'll be there. Because the choices you make create your future. Yours is either going to be a place like this Aspen Creek condos, where they're not ashamed to mention we are sloppy and disorganized and mismanaged, or choices you make could result in your place being more like this, well-maintained and on the way towards a safe and secure future. And all starts by going to reservestudy.com and finding all the resources that we've mentioned. At the top right of our homepage, you can click on a link to get a no-obligation proposal for your property. And if you'd like to get invitations to future webinars like this one, then just scroll down to the bottom of any page and enter your name and email, and you'll get an invitation and a notification of future webinars.
At Association Reserves, we make the present less stressful and the future more secure. If you want to join us in this mission, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment down below on what you'd like to see us address in a future video. Let's plan for your best future.